Hello.
Krishna ji.
You spoke to her?
Yes, ji, we just spoke to her.
Okay, what did she say?
No, she was saying that if my temperature keeps raising again, she told us to go to the emergency room. If I am just as how I feel just now, she's told just get the COVID test tomorrow and then go from there. Because it's only third day for me.
How much is the temperature?
Hello?
Last night I was at 104. Just now I'm at 99.
Rahul, 1 minute.
I'm sorry, what was that?
No, actually I got a phone call. I'm just telling. Oh, 104 is not good, Prabhu. You know? That's not good. So best thing is you have the COVID test done, and if you have a primary doctor, she is very good. She treated all the 5 of us, and we all recovered.
Oh, okay.
And I'm a Kamini Mataji, Rahul Prabhu joined late and just giving him a 15-minute, 3 modes of metal nature. If you're interested, you can join. And the same link, if you're in front of computer, only 10 minutes, this is very good. You missed it, we started at 5 o'clock.
Yeah, I was a little upset, so I did not use my mobile for a long time. Then later I joined.
Oh, okay. So, and believe me, we should talk to Dr. Uma. She is very good. She treated all of us and we all recovered. I am like old man. And your husband is very young and he'll recover, don't worry.
Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
And you want to join for 10 minutes, you can join. Same link.
Yes, Prabhuji, I'll join.
Please join.
Is it now?
It's now, exactly now. Yeah.
Okay, Prabhuji, I'll join.
Hare Krishna, thank you.
Okay, Hare Krishna.
Nityanandra, don't worry, you'll be all right. Okay?
Okay, ji, okay.
Hare Krishna. Rahul,
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes.
somebody had corona symptoms and they just called me and I'm just guiding them.
Okay, Prabhuji.
So, can you see the presentation?
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay. Actually, Kamini also joined exactly same time she joined actually.
Yes, Ji.
So, this is a very good session and why bad things happen to good people. I was telling Rahul Bro before you joined, Krishna means God. God means Satchitananda. He is eternal, knowledgeable and blissful. And we are also part and parcel of God. So we are also eternal, knowledgeable and blissful. We want to be happy all the time. That is the nature of the soul. Then why there is suffering? And especially why bad things happen to good people? We are not atheistic. We go to temples. If we try to help others, if possible, if not, we'll stay back. But sometimes problems come to us and we wonder why problems are coming to me. I'm a very pious person. My next door neighbor is very manipulative, very political. Yesterday he purchased a BMW. And in my case, so many troubles are coming. Why bad things are happening to me? Why good things are happening to bad guy? Why bad things are happening to good guys? This question many people could not solve. And because of that, they gave up whatever little puja they are doing. So this session, if you understand Bhagavad Gita 14th chapter, no matter what happens in your life, you will not be shaken up. Okay? So God is Satchitananda, means God is eternal, God is knowledgeable and blissful, because we are part and parcel, like ocean and water drop. Ocean is infinite, in a sense very big, but we are water drop. We are H2O. God is also water drop is H2O. Ocean is also H2O. But in the case of ocean, you can put, there are so many aquatics, there are so many submarines. But in the case of water drop, you cannot put a ship there. It will dry up. That's the difference between God and us, right? Anyway, so when setbacks happen in our lives, troubles come in our lives, we are worried. And we think God is the reason for it. Definitely not. So today, Bhagavad Gita speaks of 5 topics. Ishvara, the controller, Supreme Lord, Krishna. And Atma, we saw last week, who am I? We spoke that. We said we are a spirit soul. 10 power minus 4 tipo, they are tiny. It is in the region of the heart. And today we will talk about Prakriti, material nature, material and spiritual worlds. That's where, one minute. So what has amazed the scientists is the vastness of the universe. Whenever I go through any trouble in my life, I see this video. Or at least I remember the video. If you see every dot there, every dot is actually a planet bigger than sun. What has amazed the scientists is the vastness of the universe. If you go 10 light years, so many planets. If you go 100 light years, so many planets. If you go million light years, so many planets. If you go billion light years, so many planets. That much vast. Who created it? And there is a perfect order. I want you to see the video. It's happening right now. That is on galaxy. Where is sun? Where is America? Not visible. So my point is, I'm sorry. Though this universe is so vast, mental world is so vast. Hinduism, Sanatana Dharma says, spiritual world is 3 times bigger. Material world is only 1/4, spiritual world is 3/4. So, spiritual world is called Kunta, Vaikunta. No misery, only happiness. There is no old age, there is no disease, no death, only happiness. No corona, no disease, no green card problem, no job problem, nothing. There is only happiness. People don't become old. But material world, spiritual world is separated by a ocean called Karana Ocean. Karana Ocean. Below that, the material world starts. So, Prakriti consists of millions of universes, 1/4 of the creation. So, Mahavishnu lies down on the causal ocean, Karana Ocean, and from his pores, universes emanate. Yasya kanasvasita kalamatavalambya jivanti loma vilaja jagadandanada Vishnur Mahan sa iha yasya kala visesh Govinda Madhapurusham tamam bhajami. This Vishnu is only when he is lying on the ocean, the universes are coming from his body. That Vishnu is only an expansion of Krishna. Vishnu is coming from Krishna. Brahma Samhita says. So then there's Vaikuntha planet. The topmost planet is Krishna Loka, Goloka Vrindavan. That's where Krishna is present with Radharani. And if you see all the these planets, they are called different Vishnu planets. Narayana, all expansions of Narayana are there. So many. This is Lord Ramchandra. This is Ram's planet. Ayodhya. This is like Varahan, Nrsimha, Kurma, Vamana. All the planets are there. Of course, the border of the spiritual world is also Kailasa, where Sadasiva lives. Everything is marginal there because it is in the borders. So, but down below, Is this, I'm sorry, down below, I'm sorry. Down below is one universe. Down below is this one universe. This universe is called kunta, misery, anxiety. You know, so this world is temporary. Krishna used two attributes to this world. Dukkhalem asashvatam. This place is temporary in place of misery. You say I'm very happy, it is temporary. You say I'm miserable, it is temporary, happiness will come. Little happiness, this much suffering. You know? So I studied in a Christian school. I studied in a Christian school. You heard of the Adam and Eve story?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
I thought, why there is no similar story in Vedic culture? You know, there is. Bhagavad Gita, Krishna gives 4-line verse. Ichcha dvesha samuttena dvandva mohena bharata sarvabhutani sammoham sargayanti parantapa. And for your kind information, Adam and Eve story is only a parable. It's an imaginary story. Not that, it happened. It's only a parable, comparison. So, we were all in the spiritual world. This verse in Gita says, we were all in spiritual world, in a spiritual form like this, which is free from old age, disease, and death. So we are pure spirit souls. But then what happened? One day, Ichcha, we developed a desire to enjoy independent of Krishna. Why everyone is worshipping Krishna? Why not me? That I came. When that I came, Ahankar came, false ego came. So false ego came, Krishna said, when we realized we cannot enjoy independent of him, Dvesha, envy came. We are in the world means we have envy. We have a flag of envy. Then Krishna said, you want to enjoy independent of me? You cannot enjoy, my son. But all right, you want to enjoy? Then I'll give you a body, which is only a machine. 206 bones, blood, flesh, and marrow. And your soul will be present in that body. And you try to enjoy. But always this much enjoyment, this much suffering. Can you imagine every 6 hours we have to eat? And then until we evacuate next day, it's a very problem. Then old age, then disease, then death, then suffering here and there. We'll see that. You agree? Servant trying to enjoy independent of master is a thief and will suffer. So we are all in the spiritual world. Krishna said, no, you cannot stay here. So you become really rebellious. You have developed ahankar, false ego, and you already developed envy. There is no room for people in the spiritual world, those who have envy. So get rid of the impurity, then come back. I have an example for you. Should I tell?
Yes, Prabhuji.
I'll give you this both examples. That example that is you're saying, like you're giving a party, and you have invited the mayor, you've invited a couple of colleagues, CEOs. All the big people came, and they're all eating nicely. Suddenly, your 4-year-old son, he came to you and said, Dad, that shoe you have, that tie you have, that suit you have, give it to me. And you said, hey, wait, you are this much, 4-year-old. I am like a 6 foot tall. My suit, my tie, and my shoe will not fit you. And your son, Dad, I want right now. And you said, no. Immediately start rolling on the ground there. And everyone started watching. Hey, what is he doing? I'm just giving an example. Then what you will say? Excuse me? And you'll take the boy inside. And then the mother will come and say, this guy did this like this last week also. And you try to tell him, hey, my tie will not fit you. You are only this much. My shoe will not fit you. I want your tie on. I don't know what happens in America. If it is India, 1, 2, 3. What the boy will do? And then You understand, this boy is very obstinate. But then, time out, I'll give you time out. You have to be in this dark room. So you leave him and you'll lock it up. You come out with your wife, with mother. And this boy, but nobody's there. Then what you will do, you'll try to play with the toys and, but crying. Then what you'll do? You'll sleep there. But father comes out, he's taking part in the party, but he's not happy. After half an hour, he'll go inside. This boy is crying. He slept now. Father wakes him up. Do you want my shoe? No. Do I want my tie? No. Then he'll tell the mother, wash his face, give him his tie, this much, his shoe, this much, and his suit. Then he bring him out. So mother will wash his face. Now the boy is reformed. This is what has happened. What is happening right now? How many of you understood? You both understood?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Rahul?
Yes, Prabhuji.
I'll give you one more example. This is mother, and this is the daughter. I've seen this also. With my eyes, I've seen. Mother will be cooking for maybe party, 100 people. Daughter comes, mommy, I'll cook. I'll cook everything. Mother says, no, you don't know how to cook. No, I want to cook. So what mother will do, she will bring a toy kitchen and a clay dough. For children, there is a dough to play. So mother says, sit down here and you make chapatis. Immediately this girl in a small toy kitchen, she starts making chapatis. Mother is watching and she's working. After 1 hour, mother is finished, but there is no reality in this. It's a clay dough, it's boring. Baby, she loses interest. Mother, I'm not interested. So in this material world, everything is temporary. Whether it's a bank account, whether it's a relationship, everything. Like imagine Corona, if I had left, people remember one day, they forget, right? That is this world. So, but the reality is spiritual world. That's where we came from. So by this time, mother has finished cooking, so mother will take the child in the arms. So Krishna gives 2 attributes to this world. Dukkale mamupeti konteya dukkalayam sashvatam. This place is a dukkalayam. Vidyalaya means education. Himalaya means snow. Dukkalaya means misery is there. And you say, I'm very happy. Wait. Temporary. There is one more second. What is the second attribute? Ashashvatam. Temporary. Why did God create such a messy place? He doesn't want to create. We made him create. When a government wants to plan a city, what they will do? They'll allocate buildings, 1,000 acres for buildings, 1,000 acres for theaters, some acres for hospitals, some acres for shopping malls, stadiums, like playgrounds. They will also allocate for a prison. Correctional facility. When the laws of God are there, law breakers are there. What is the need for prison house? People who are rebellious, they are not following government laws, they should be reformed. What is the punishment? You have to sit in the womb of the mother for 9 months, head down, feet up. I have a question for both of you. Somebody will tell, we'll give you $1,000. Can you sit in a bag, head down, feet up for 9 months? What will you say? Not 9 minutes. But we all sat for 9 months, head down, feet up. And there is old age. There is a disease and there is a death. Every 78 years we have to go through. Brahma lives for 311 trillion 40 billion years. Compared to that, what is Earth? What is our 70, 80 years, right? Not only that, there is a misery by body and mind. Somebody comes, we got green card. or we have a BMW. Ooh. So misery due to body and mind. There is a atibhautika, misery due to other living entity, coronavirus. It is giving trouble now. And California, atidaivika, misery due to forest fires. These 4 plus 3, nobody can avoid in this world. Interesting. Huh? You're understanding, right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah. So this material world, why 7 problems are everyone is exposed to? No one can avoid this. Because we have a false ego, we have envy. And we are so happy. We declared rebellion, we came to this world. And we are pure spirit soul, and we don't know what death is. We are kept in this body of 206 bones, blood, flesh, and marrow. We think we are this body. We are little enjoyment, some eating, some sleeping, some mating, and some defending, little enjoyment. But this much suffering, this much happiness, this much suffering, this much happiness, this much suffering. Every 6 hours you have to eat, and next day until you evacuate, it's a problem. But with this 4 plus 3, 7 problems are always exposed. We are always exposed, whether it's America or India, right? So this correctional facility, this world is created by Krishna to make us get rid of the impurities. Spirituality is not which temple you go. Spirituality is to get rid of these impurities of envy, anger, and false ego. That is the true spirituality. So this world is, unless you are fully purified, you cannot get out of this world. That's why there is a superintendent of this world. Durg. Durg means fort. Actual Sanskrit word Durg means fort. Means it's very difficult. Ga means gaman. Do means very difficult to get out of this fort. If you go to California, Golden Gate Bridge, there is a prison called Alcatraz Prison House. In that, it is in the forest, it is in the ocean, surrounded by sharks. It has a barbed wire fencing. Government thought nobody will escape. Many people escaped. But this world, what is this world? What is their intelligence? No one can escape. There is only one way to escape. You have to become fully purified through the bhakti yoga process. We worship her, give me this, she'll say, all right, I'll give you, but you stay here. Go through 4 plus 3 sufferings, 7 sufferings you have to go through. But she's the one who will expose us. That is her thankless task. She's called Maya, material energy. So when somebody does anything wrong, they give them clothes, right? So we are pure spirit soul, but based on the degree of envy, we are given different varieties of clothes. There are 8.4 million living entities, 84 lakh yoni, 84 lakh species. They're all souls. A dog is a soul, a brother, sister, or a cat, a tiger, they're all brothers, only same soul. But based on the degree of envy, they're kept in different bodies. Jalajanava Lakshani Stavara Lakshvimsati. This is given in Padma Purana. Pramayoridra Sankhayam Pakshinam Das Lakshaya. Timsa Lakshani Pasuha Chatur Lakshani Manava. There are 900,000 species, aquatics. There are 20 lakhs of trees. There are 11 lakhs of insects and reptiles. There are 10 lakhs of different birds. There are 30 lakhs of beasts or quadrupeds. There are 4 lakhs of different varieties of human beings. He's also human being. He's also human being. Human being. So total put together 84 lakh species. But behind this clothes solely same. Interesting?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Thank you. So we are not only kept in this correctional facility called prison, we are also chained by 3 modes. So I'm finishing in probably in for 7 minutes. I mean, one day you get up. So this is 14th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. 3 modes. So you say, what do you mean chaining and jail? I don't understand. I'm just giving example. To make you understand, I'm giving example. But still, pure soul is kept in a machine-like body. Second thing is 3 modes. Guna in India at least 10 years ago, people did you hear the names Sattvagun, Rajoguna, Tamoguna? Huh?
Rajogana, I have heard, Prabhuji.
Good.
The rest two I haven't heard.
Very good, you. Rahul,
Yeah, we know that.
very good. Because nowadays nobody knows. Because the English education, believe me, when they see the matches, I would hear in my childhood, the boy is in Sattvagun. We should give him. He's also not only studied, but he's very mild and soft. So we should give the boy to him. And people would use these words, Rajogun, Sattvagun, Tamogun. They are 14th chapter Gita actually. And everyone would use these words. So the Maya, material energy, the Durga, she works by these 3 modes. And now I'll give you an example to prove you how they work. One day you get up, you feel good, very enthusiastic, very active. You feel really good. So then what? You go to temple. And you do some service. Uh, uh, your wife yells at you, but still no problem. Then she'll come and say, "I'm very sorry." She says, "Okay, no problem." Excuse me, yeah, no problem. Okay, it's possible. And you think, wow, my spouse has become gentle, very gentle, amazing, amazing. So you will tell, we'll go to temple every week. It's very good. We'll do service. The next day, something goes wrong. And immediately the glass falls down and, hey, what nonsense you're doing? Yesterday was very good. Today, what happened? So should we go to temple? What temple? No temple. I have to do this, and also this. Very driven. And so then he becomes angry just like that. He or she, whatever. Then another day, you know, should we go to temple? No, I want to sleep. I want to sleep. I don't want to do anything lazy. You experience these 3 things, yes or no? So everyone experiences these 3 things.
Yes, Prabhu.
So Maya will pull one rope, Sattvagun. Then when you see somebody on the road, you will give your jacket also. But the next day, Maya pulls the Rajagun rope. You see somebody on the road, you will not give your jacket. Why can't he work, And sometimes people are fully drunk. lazy, procrastinating, postponing things. We'll do it later. So these three modes, they work on everyone. So in America, I'm just giving an analogy. Goodness, passion, and ignorance, because goodness is higher, considered like an A-class jail. Means like a golden chain. People in the mode of goodness, they want to lead a sin-free life. They want to help others. And they want to acquire knowledge. Bhagavad Gita class, yeah, we should go. They are shifting, vacating, they're shifting the apartment. Yeah, we'll help you. You call us, we'll help you. And someone is, I'm coming from India, can you pick me up from airport? I'll do it. 2 o'clock in the night, no problem. They want to help others. They want to acquire knowledge. So Bhagavad Gita class, yeah, we'll come. Oh, definitely. And they're all the like eyes, nose, here, all the limbs of the body, they are influenced by knowledge. They want to understand goal of life. What is life all about? Not just going to the temple and cracking coconuts. But what is the goal of life? They are very inquisitive. And they want to read. They want to help others. They want, very important, they want to lead a sin-free life. Sthitam sattve nirmalata prakashamanamayam. So, every limb of the body is illuminated by knowledge. They, like in this very disciplined life. Very disciplined life. Like, good students in the school, likewise. If at all anybody is happy, people in the mode of goodness. Swami Prabhupada said in 1970, there are hardly 5% of people. 1970, this is 2020, 50 years later, there is hardly 1 or 2%. Because happiness is not a thing, it is a state of consciousness. Then B-class cell means silver chain. Kya milega? What will I get? Very driven, very hardworking. But they want to put the whole world in their pocket. I'll go to America, then I'll get a job, then I'll open a company. By 48, my company will be $100 million. 55, I'll become a senator. Haribol, so many plans, so much driven. And especially Rajogun means strong attraction for opposite sex. That is passion. Sex life, impelled sex life. Somebody is impelled by sex life, passion. And then C-class cell, tamogun. Tamogun means, what do you want to do this weekend? I want to sleep. They have so many goals, but always postponing only. They're very happy, drunk, and they want to sleep and do all the wrong things. And they support the wrong things also. So A-class cell, goodness is, goodness means a service attitude and acquisition of knowledge. Passion means very driven, fruitive results. Anybody who says yes to you is your friend, who says no to you is your enemy. And third one is ignorance means helplessness. They don't know anything. Animal, literally like animal life actually. And I was telling that's when you almost joined. Somebody leads a life of ignorance, they'll become an animal next lifetime. Urdhvam gachanti sattvasta, madhye tishtanti rajasa, jaganjagan vratishta, adho gachanti tamasa. You're listening, right? So if you lead your life in goodness, next lifetime you'll go to higher planets. For sure. Devatas in goodness. And if you lead a life in passion, you will become a human being. If you lead life in ignorance, definitely you'll become an animal next lifetime. Not that these are very serious topics actually. Very, very serious topics. Everything in this world is operated with 3 modes. Everything in this world is operated with 3 modes. Everything, every minute. Because Maya, that's how she does. Durga Devi. So, like, I can compare. For example, Goodness, A-class jail means, A-class cell means political prisoners. So many facilities, basically human beings. B-class cell means deers, the quadrupeds. C-class cell means plants. They can't even move, like a, serial convict, 6x6 room, they cannot go out. Serial convicts, the serial killers. Likewise, plants, these plants are souls. They cannot go out. I mean, plants cannot move. And a pure soul can, to what extent the liberty is curtailed? And mobility is not there. So, people in the mode of ignorance, they will become definitely animals and plants. People in the mode of ignorance, passion, they will take again human birth. People in the mode of goodness, they go to higher planets. But what if your pure goodness, Vishuddha Sattva, transcendent, you'll go back to spiritual world. Because in this material world, goodness is mixed with passion and ignorance. So I was telling, you write a Java program, our colors are only three, R, B, G, red, blue, green. You mix them in different proportions. So many colors will come. Likewise, there are only three modes, but so many activities. You're following?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So many activities, but only three modes. Like 40, 40, 20, 40, 50, 10. And 10, 10, 40, and 50. So likewise, they mix different things, and they interact, and always, they fight among themselves. That is dependent on your past karma. In India, you see, like some people, they are very good. They become leaders. Suddenly, they do one wrong thing. Why? So one Maya will pull one rope. We are helpless. And they'll act accordingly, abominably. Then they'll come in the newspaper, people lose faith. So real spirituality means come out of the Maya, come out of three modes of material nature, come out of goodness, come out of passion, come out of ignorance, and come to pure goodness, Vishuddha Sattva. It's called a Nirguna or transcendence. That is spirituality. We have to come out. So goodness serves like a launching pad. Wherever you are, first understand your nature. 95% of people in the world, 97, 98, they're passionate. For sure. And very less goodness. Swami Prabhupada came to America and he said, you need people in the mode of goodness because guidance is needed. Today there is no guidance. Head means, like, without head, body cannot run because intelligence is inside. Brahmana means not to be straight. Brahmana means who is situated in knowledge, who is situated in goodness. But in India, Brahmana, you have to be straight. No, that is not Brahmana. Brahmana means irrespective of what birth you have, you are situated in goodness. You want to acquire knowledge, you want to dwell on that platform. That's a Brahmana. Kshatriyas are Rajagun. 18th chapter Bhagavad Gita speaks of these qualities. And I know I didn't speak this today, we'll cover next week, but so food in the mode of goodness. Ayu satta balarogya sukha priti vivardhana rasya snigdha stira hrudya bhojanam satvika priya. I'll cut it short, I have to finish. Vegetarian food is in the mode of goodness. Katu amala lavanatishta diksharakshana vidayina ahara rajasasreshta dukka sokame prata. Some people want very hot food, very spicy food, very pungent food. Even if it's vegetarian, it'll create disease. Krishna says in Gita, can you imagine? Krishna is talking about health. Dukkha, soka amaya prada. Even we have a friend, sitting in the AC room while eating, food should be so spicy, tears should come. Otherwise, kuch maza nahi hai. That type of foods are bad. They'll create disease. Dukkha, soka amaya prata. Amaya means disease. And food in the mode of ignorance, product of slaughter. You will kill an animal and it has to rot, then the tiger will eat. then that type of foods, they'll increase ignorance, you know. And like, you know, it's very soft, mild music, devotional songs, they're in goodness. Music passion means do, you know. That type of music is Rajagun music. Tamagun people are always sleeping, but sometimes, you know, they will also, you know, Tamagun music. I'll still tell you a simple example of America. I'm living this, I'm finishing 20 years of my stay in America. Diwali and Halloween comes at the same time. We'll discuss this next week. When Halloween comes, people go to haunted homes to drive away the ghosts. They will wear skeletons, Hare Krishna. But Vedic culture, darkness can be driven away by ghee lamp, one lamp. Asatama Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya. Jyoti, light a lamp. Not that when ghost is there, you'll go there and drive them. Hare Krishna. So see exactly what the season is changing. All the trees are losing leaves. And now the Halloween comes. And you go to Walmart, every pumpkin they decorate like a ghost. Why America 50% people have mental problem? You know, if you have this Tamagun, you're understanding Tamagun. 1 month. In America, everything is capitalized by money only. So people see they wear skeletons. Hare Krishna. And some homes are so scary. Tamagun. And then the winter starts. Black and white movie. Then mental problem comes. Tamagun plus weather is Tamu. You're understanding?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So this is what I spoke. Actually, let me tell you, you know, I want you to at least hear and save yourselves. Okay, I'll tell you. When we see somebody, we see these modes, which mode they are in. We study their modes. We study children. Every time we watch this, you know, we observe this. Who will come? Who will take up the path of bhakti? Who will not? Very easily. Somebody is very ignorant, and no, they will not. Somebody is very passionate, no, they will not. Little sattva, oh good, they'll come. This is what I spoke. Next week is even much more interesting because there's a wonderful example. Okay, we'll end it. Any question or comment? Otherwise, we'll end it.
No, Prabhuji. Thank you so much for the
Thanks a
second
lot,
session.
Prabhuji. Yeah.
Thank you, and so we'll meet next week. Okay.
Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Don't miss it. And you know, Kamini Mataji, you know,
Yes,
Dr. Uma, she told me, you know, she spoke to your husband, and
yes, Prabhuji.
yeah, I think don't worry, he'll be all right. Okay.
Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Thank you.